Okay. Praise the Lord. It's been 22 years since I was baptized by full immersion and received the evidence of speaking in tongue. um, it's just the blessing is that it's just been a long couple months, and I just said to the Lord, I said, Lord, just something's got to give, something, put something there. Um, Show me where to go, show me what to do. So I was just cleaning out closets, and I had coats and scarves and stuff that we just need to get rid of. We don't use anymore. And I was going to donate them to Goodwill or somewhere. And then Ed received something on Facebook, seen something on Facebook. There's somebody in Hobart, Maple Valley was looking for donations of winter clothes, coats, and scarves. And I said, well, all right, we'll do that. I said, I'd rather do that. And somebody's definitely getting a blessing without having to pay for it if they need it and they're down on their luck. So we went to meet the lady at the Hobart Market. And she came up and she was talking to us, and she was just really nice, really appreciative of us meeting there. And she was meeting two other people there too to get donations. And we just started talking about the Lord. She started talking about going to church and was telling us that, her son was at a rough time some time ago, and he didn't live on the streets, but he was close to it, but he's doing better now and he's back on track. And she talked about going to church, and we had pamphlets in the car. So Ed went and got one of the pamphlets and handed it to her, and she was real receptive. She read it, and then she looked at the name of our church, and she used to go to the revival centers way back when in Seattle. So it was just a blessing. I said to Ed, I said, what are the chances that somebody would have went there? And she's real excuse me, interested in coming along. And she said she was going to come to a Wednesday night meeting. So we're just praying that she comes to a meeting. But it was just a blessing. It was just uplifting to be able to hand out a pamphlet for the first time, and I can't tell you how long. And she actually, was listening, was interested in it, and interested in the Lord. And Ed told her, you need to be baptized, and we were just going down, and she agreed with it. And she says, I really want to come on Wednesday. And I said, okay, well, hopefully we'll see her there. We do have her on Messenger, so we can send her a message just to check in. But it was just a blessing with that, to do that. It was uplifting. And then we get home, and there was trouble with the chickens. One of them is biting the other one. The other one's bleeding. And I just said, Lord, I can't deal with this. It's just been a struggle to deal with anything lately. And I just said, you need to just make a way. So if we would have had the stuff to do what we wanted to do with her, we would have done it, but we didn't have anything there. So I said to Ed, we need to figure something out. He goes, I'm just going to let her roam. And I said, I don't want her roaming around. I just don't want her there. She was mean. So I said, I'm just going to put something on Facebook, on Maple Valley. And I said, Lord, just let somebody want to take this chicken. I said, she's got to go. She's just, she's just mean. She's just really, everybody was bleeding. Everybody had nicks on them, feathers missing from just this one chicken. And not even 5 minutes after I posted it, some lady said, would you consider me? I said, she's yours. I said, what time do you want to pick her up? And she's got to go. So I just praise the Lord that, he answers your prayers, and he's there, and he gave us somebody to witness to. So it's another family, hopefully, that, we can see about coming to the Lord. But he just put somebody in our path when we needed somebody to witness to. And it was just an uplifting time and day.